recently the tornado that went through Joplin and the hospital situation. Is there a way that we could make hospitals a little more safe? They're inherently constructed pretty stout because of what they are. But we've stepped back and said, is there something we can do that when you have non-ambulatory people, you have people in ICU units, that is very, very difficult to move and move very far and move very quickly? Is there a way that we could come up with some automated system that somebody pushes the button when there's a tornado and maybe all these shutters close automatically, maybe these doors close automatically, that then whatever unit they're in now becomes their cocoon, so to speak. But part of that is covering up windows and openings and so forth and so on. So we're constantly thinking about, how can we? Is there a way? Is there a cost-effective way? And when we see things like that, the hospital in Joplin that took a direct hit, how could we do that better? And so even though we don't necessarily aren't rebuilding the job, we're constantly thinking about, what can we do? What if we were in those shoes, what would we do? And so, that's what we really believe in, shelters, and we believe in trying to save people's lives because of it. Shelter is one of those few building types that the building directly can save somebody's life. And there's not very many of those. Maybe a bomb shelter. But, in a hospital, it's really not the building that saves the people. It's the doctors and the nurses and their knowledge and the equipment that they have. But it's not the building directly. I've heard people say, well, a church can save lives. Yeah, but I think somebody upstairs would probably argue that it may not be the building itself, but what goes on inside that building. So that, the shelters are one of those few exceptions in my mind of something that the building directly could save somebody's life. So we're constantly thinking, how can we make that better? How can we build a better mousetrap? How can we make it more affordable? That's always being thought through our minds, the possibilities. Manufacturers are stepping up to the plate. The door manufacturers, the window manufacturers. We're starting to see louver manufacturers, screen manufacturers. Everybody's starting to step up to the plate, understanding that this really is a big deal. And it's taken a while to get that ball rolling, but it's getting there. And it gets better and better and better every day. And when we have disasters like, the Alabama, Tuscaloosa, Birmingham situation, when shortly thereafter we have Joplin, it makes people think.